Stop trying to figure your life out and start enjoying what's in front of you right now. Start focusing on where you want to go in the future too, and stop wasting all your time worrying, really just being obsessed with what's wrong. Here's the thing, the more attention, time, and energy that you give to the things that you don't like about yourself, about your environment, about the people that you're around, it's just going to make it worse. All that time is amplifying the negativity. It's amplifying all of the things that you don't want and creating a situation where you experience more and more of them. If there's something about your career that you don't enjoy, change it. Focus on the long-term vision of where you want to be in the next 10 years, or at least 5 years, or 3 years, or at the very minimum, the next 12 months. The same goes for your relationships, for your mental health, for your physical health. If you're not happy with what's going on, sitting there and trying to figure it out, thinking about it, is just making it worse. It's making you suffer. You're going through pain, sure. You will have to do that. We all do. We are human beings. We're going to experience pain. That's unavoidable unless, you roll yourself up in bubble wrap and hide in a little corner all day. By the way, maybe you should try that just as a fun little experiment. But beyond, really protecting yourself from the world, also cutting yourself off from the world, you're going to have to endure some pain. Optional, with that comes suffering. That's if you choose it. You don't have to suffer, but if you're trying to figure it out, if you're trying to know what everything is going to be, to have predictability, to have safety, to feel like you're in control, well, you're making a grave error, because instead, there's still going to be chaos. Things will still throw you off. Life cannot just be the simple linear road of everything going the way that you want it to go. You can't figure it out completely. There's always going to be an element of randomness, and that's a good thing, because what you should focus on is what you can influence, the things that you can really optimize, not what you can't control. You shouldn't be trying to, make the weather perfect or make everybody around you perfect. Rather, you can work on you. So instead of trying to figure your life out and get the situation right, focus on getting you right. What kind of person do you want to be? Write that down right now, or at least say it to yourself mentally. Do you want to be confident? Do you want to be outspoken and extroverted? Or do you want to be more quiet and focused on your goals and working towards your dreams and not being so loud and not telling everybody about it? We're all different and we all have different ideals. And well, that's great, because if it wasn't that way, we'd all be uniform and everything would be very boring. What creates excitement is that different chaos factor, the fact that things won't go exactly the way that you want them to go. Imagine a video game that you've already beaten, spending the rest of your life playing that said game. It's going to be incredibly boring. It will become excruciating because you already know what's going to happen. You've done it all. It's easy. You don't want to figure it out and make it easy. You will lose all interest. I can tell you, because I've mastered different areas of my life, and guess what? You'll still want something more. You'll still want to grow. Once you make 6 figures, you'll want to make 7. Once you have a great relationship for 10 years, you'll want another 10 so that you have 20, 25, 50 years with somebody, right? You can't ever reach an end, and that's the point. So instead of trying to dial it in just right and have everything be perfect, focus on what's truly valuable to you, what really lights you up and makes you happy. Release this obsession of control and enjoy and embrace the chaos, because it will be very welcoming to you and you will enjoy it in your life if you can receive it the right way. My business was born out of a random idea over 7 years ago that popped into my head about personal growth and how much I loved it and how I should start making videos about it. And guess what? I got to live my dream, work with hundreds and hundreds of clients all over the world, build an incredible career, have immense wealth that I never thought was possible for me, and really add amazing value into the marketplace and to help people and make a difference in others' lives. It came from chaos chaos. I was confused. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I'm not trying to tell you that now my life is perfectly figured out and I know everything and I'm enlightened and look up to me. Rather, what I'm telling you is that the chaos is what brought me to order, and it's what gave me stability. It's what gave me something to depend on, sure, but there's still randomness and there's still chaos within that business model and within my relationships, and that's good. I don't mean chaos as in everything is in turmoil and horrible. Sure, you want to improve, you want to grow, you don't want to just let everything be bad if that's where you're at right now, but rather, instead of trying to know everything and to figure out what exactly is going to happen and how exactly it's going to happen, I'm really telling you to embrace the fact that it's probably going to work better if you allow some room for it to breathe. I thought that speaking in front of 10,000 people on stage was the ultimate measure of my success as a motivational speaker back in the day. Turned out we made a video that got over 500,000 views in collaboration with a motivational channel on YouTube at the time. Now that's way more than 10,000 people, but it wasn't the way that I imagined it, right? So you could say that's not that good, or you could say that's way better, depending on the perspective that you take. If I was stuck in the old ideal of this is how it should look, this is how success will show up for me, and this is how I'll know that I'm succeeding, then I would have been trapped and never have been able to enjoy my success. Open yourself up. Stop being so closed off. Stop being so tense about how it's going to happen. Focus more on what's important to you, the long-term valuable things that you care about. And allow a little bit of room for the process to be messy and even a little bit sketchy, because sometimes you have to take a different route than what you originally had thought, and that's what makes the journey so much more exciting. Now look, if you want to grow an incredibly profitable multi-six-figure business around your passion, be surrounded with like-minded people, grow in yourself, become more confident, develop yourself as a person, then go over to erafael.com and you can book a one-on-one call with me to see if you're a good fit for our flagship program. Again, just go to erafael.com and you can book yourself a call there if you'd like to jump on with me and see if you're a good fit. Hope that you enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you on the next one.